70% of HR executives say that the HR function is ready for reinvention, according to a report by IBM. Further research from BCG has found that HR is a highly disrupted industry in terms of skills. That means that HR roles and the skills they require have changed rapidly and significantly, and will continue to do so in the foreseeable future. HR needs to take a central role in upskilling the workforce and supporting the business through these changes. But this type of support can only come from a change within HR itself. This means that HR professionals need to upskill in order to drive that change. But what are the skills that will help the HR functions to do that? Let's dive into the top 13 future HR skills you need to start building today. Critical and systems thinking. Critical thinking is about objectively analyzing facts, arguments, or ideas, while systems thinking involves examining how your HR function and organization influence one another. Critical and systems thinking is key to your role as a strategic partner of the business. What's more, critical thinking is useful because you will encounter many workplace issues that require you to view them from multiple perspectives, identify relevant sources of information, be aware of your own biases, consider how various challenges are interconnected, and be able to make the right decisions. If you master both skills, you will be able to be more flexible in finding new solutions, making informed decisions, and being more effective. People analytics. People analytics is the practice of collecting and applying organizational, people, and talent data to reach the goals of your business. You'll be able to make fact-based HR decisions on workforce processes and turn these decisions into actionable insights to improve business performance. More and more organizations are becoming data-driven, and so are HR departments. Between 2022 and 2032, investments in HR analytics tools are expected to be tripled, according to the Boston Consulting Group. Their research shows that organizations are also actively looking for HR professionals who possess people analytics skills. That makes people analytics a skill that your CV and companies will love. Ethics and data privacy. This skill allows you to understand the ethical implications of using data and to be an advocate for your employees. Ask yourself questions like, how do we ensure our organization doesn't misuse the data it collects? How can we protect our employees from potential data misuse? Like data literacy, skills related to the ethics and data privacy are becoming increasingly important for HR professionals who collect and store online data for employees and candidates alike. This means you will need to understand compliance and ethics, as well as different laws and regulations around data privacy. Resilience and being safe. Being resilient is having the ability to adapt and thrive in an increasingly unpredictable future of work. This not only requires you to have the right mix of competencies, but also to be able to care for your physical and mental health. 98% of HR professionals are burned out, according to Forbes. This makes building resilience and self-care two of the most important skills for any HR practitioner to master. Julie Turney, the founder of HR at Heart Consulting Inc., has come up with Save HR, a mini self-care framework for HR practitioners. In this framework, HR professionals need to focus on self-awareness, act, forgive, educate. Mastering the SAFE skills will make you more successful and effective in the long term, without sacrificing your mental and emotional well-being. Integrating cultural differences. This skill is about understanding how cultural differences impact the business, global interaction, and day-to-day team effectiveness. If you master these skills, you will be able to build truly inclusive and productive workplaces. Large multinational corporations are not the only ones who have to manage cultural differences. Your organization probably also has many employees, gig workers, and contractors with diverse cultural backgrounds. So it is crucial that you have the skill to work with diverse teams and include everyone in the conversation. Negotiation skills. Negotiation means communicating effectively to help all parties involved achieve an acceptable result. This is particularly important when disagreements are common in the workplace and the organizational interests are not always the same as the workforce's. With more strategic alliances, stakeholder management is more important than ever. Why? We'll go into more detail later in the video, so stay tuned. For now, it's important to remember that the need to negotiate at work will only increase. 82% of key leaders consider negotiation as their top preferred skill for their people, according to AFGC. Negotiation and persuasion skills are also important in recruitment, as this is an area where the value of the human touch is high. This means negotiation skills are essential for HR professionals who are in close contact with leaders, employees, and candidates alike. Project management. This is the ability to use and apply project management principles to make HR workflows more effective. For example, good project management can make the difference between implementing a new HRIS on schedule and needing to extend the project. HR teams are increasingly involved in strategic, organization-wide projects. For these projects to be successful, you need to be able to scope the project realistically, divide tasks, and oversee the execution. Continuously improving and refining your workflows is the key to long-term success. You should take note of what did and didn't go well, so you can eliminate redundancies in future projects. For this, you can apply Agile HR and learn HR project management approaches. Inter-departmental collaboration. With this skill, you will be able to effectively work with other departments. This will also help you enable other teams to work together. Effectively collaborating with other departments lets you add even more value to the organization. As more organizations move towards remote or hybrid work, excellent interdepartmental collaboration is becoming even more important. Asynchronous communication skills will be key for you to facilitate smooth collaboration for your and other departments. Stakeholder management. Stakeholder management is about building and maintaining relationships with people involved in or affected by your work. You need to be able to balance the interests of different types of employees, managers, and senior leadership. To successfully navigate work relationships and create impact, you need to build solid stakeholder management skills. This includes stakeholder mapping, communication, and engagement. You also need to be able to influence both up and down the organizational ladder. These skills are essential if you want to successfully navigate work relationships and create long-lasting impact. Risk management. Risk management for HR means preventing or solving business issues caused by a complex workforce. A complex workforce is made up of a combination of traditional employees, contractors, temps, and other contingent workers. To ensure business success, HR is no longer just focusing on compliance, but also planning ahead. Organizations are now increasingly turning to HR for prediction and preparation. This makes risk management a core skill for future-looking HR professionals, especially given the increasing value organizations place on preparing for what's to come. Management of strategic deals and alliances. This skill is about managing partnerships, joint ventures, mergers, and other collaborations to implement and adjust existing HR practices. By aligning cultures and HR processes, you'll be able to prevent workforce risks arising from these alliances. With alliances, the number one thing you need to look out for is turnover. You will need to find ways to adjust existing practices to minimize this risk. In other words, being able to manage strategic deals remains an important skill to have for a future-proof HR toolkit. Change management and change consulting. Change management is about helping your employees accept, navigate, and execute change. This skill allows you to help your organization become more effective by building resilience and openness to change in your workforce. Since the start of the pandemic, 85% of organizations have picked up the pace of their digital transformation. But the digital transformation is an ongoing process, not a destination. Change is the new normal, and you need to be prepared to help employees navigate change by addressing resistance, providing training on new technologies and processes, communicating clearly about the need for change. No matter the size or extent of the organizational change, it's crucial for HR professionals to develop change management skills in order to lead and support the changes happening in their company. Organizational design. Organizational design is about creating roles, processes, and structures to ensure that an organization can achieve its goals. This skill is highly valuable because it will allow you to help your organization increase its effectiveness and thrive in today's ever-changing business landscape. Businesses often hire OD consultants to help them outline how their organization should be structured to improve performance. You will then need to understand why your organization needs to change and help make it happen. The role of HR within the business is evolving, and so are the skills that human resources professionals need to be effective and help organizations transform and succeed. What are the skills you want to develop further? And have we missed any essential future HR skills? Let us know in the comments. If you're ready to start future-proofing your HR skills, the Academy to Innovate HR is here to help. We develop top-notch courses that will help you hit your career goals. And before you leave, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the notification button. See you next time!